Stay up to date with what's happening in North Central Washington. Go to the NCW Life community calendar at ncwlife.com.
It's time for NCW Life News on the NCW Life channel. The latest from the Wenatchee Valley and North Central Washington with Steve Hare, Grant Olson, and sports with Eric Granstrom.
Good Monday evening and welcome to the NCW Life Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And boy, what a beautiful day once again today. Just a few clouds out there, lots of blue sky, lots of sunshine. We set a record high temperature on Saturday of 59 degrees. Also a record high temperature yesterday of 58. And so far today we have reached around 55 to 56 degrees at Pangbourne Airport. So we'll keep an eye on that for you tomorrow morning and see if we break a third consecutive record. And snow comparison, yeah, what a difference a year makes. Remember last year on the Super Bowl, we picked up about 10 to 12 inches of snow, and look at the difference this year. On the right is where we sit right now. The left is where we were last year. Notice Wenatchee kind of in that purplish color. Yeah, we had about 10 to 15 inches of snow on the ground. This year, 0 throughout most of south central and eastern Washington. And hopefully we do pick up a moisture, and hopefully there's still enough snowpack higher up. We'll talk more about weather and how long this nice weather will last coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. A local attorney will run for Superior Court judge in November, and gusty winds yesterday turned a routine orchard burn into a brush fire. But first we begin tonight. A new judge was sworn in this morning in Wenatchee. Robert McSeveny succeeds Chelan County Superior Court Judge T.W. Chip Small after being appointed by Governor Jay Inslee last month to the bench. NCW Life's Steve Hare has the story.
Today's swearing-in ceremony was well attended with Judge Leslie Allen presiding. Judge McSeveny then donned his robe with his wife Lori's assistance and afterwards shared comments with the packed gallery.
To the public, I would say this, that I'm very committed to the rule of law. I will operate without fear or favor, and I'm sensitive, I believe, given my experience as a human being with the common sense and everything. I believe that I can step up and do justice the best I can. Keeping in mind that as a judge, you're only as good as your last decision. So I think these judges understand that. And I would say to the local bar, I know I don't know a lot of the local bar, but I believe that as they appear in front of me, I will listen to you, I will consider your cases, I will read briefing in advance, and I'll try to make the best decision that I can.
After a brief reception, Judge McSeveny went right to work, presiding over the criminal court calendar. McSeveny started his career as a police officer in Bellevue, served as a municipal court judge in King County, and most recently as a federal immigration judge in San Diego, California. He's also served in Chelan County as a visiting judge. Judge McSeveny joins Kristen Ferreira as the two new additions to the Chelan County Superior Court. Steve Hare, NCW Life News.
Well, if new Chelan County Superior Court Judge Robert McSeveny wants to retain his seat on the bench this fall, he'll have to beat a local attorney in an election to do so. Wenatchee attorney Travis Brandt announced last week that he will once again run for the Superior Court judgeship in November. The 46-year-old Wenatchee native and 1989 Wenatchee High School graduate narrowly lost a Chelan County Superior Court judicial seat back in 2012. Prior to Judge McSeveny's appointment to the bench by Governor Jay Inslee, Brandt was heavily favored to replace outgoing Judge T.W. Chip Small by the Chelan-Douglas Bar Association, who ranked him as highly qualified. Brandt earned his law degree from Gonzaga University and has been practicing law in Wenatchee since 1999. Judge Kristen Ferreira, appointed by Inslee to replace retired Judge Alicia Nakata, also filed last month to run for election in November. So far, no other candidate has filed to run against her in November. An orchard burn in the Wenatchee Heights area was fanned out of control by blustery winds late yesterday. Crews from Chelan and Douglas County responded to the brush fire shortly before 6 p.m. Officials say an orchardist was burning a pile of debris near a ravine off Jagla Road when gusty winds caused the fire to spread upslope toward a pile of railroad ties. The fire was reportedly put under control in about an hour. But leaving the scene of the fire was another story completely. That, according to Rick Isaacson with Chelan County Fire District 1.
Earth was very soft because of rains and so forth recently, and after putting out the fire, we were unable to extricate the vehicle from the muddy area. We had to go down and retrieve our 5-ton field tender and bring it up and hook a winch up to the fire truck to pull it back out of the mud that it sank into.
Isaacson says no structures were threatened and there were no injuries. Moses Lake police say a man driving on a suspended license was arrested Friday after fleeing the scene of a traffic accident. 25-year-old Dominic Sapp collided with another vehicle at the intersection of Valley and Stratford. Detectives saw the collision and pursued the fleeing suspect until he was finally apprehended after he crashed a few blocks away. There were no injuries in either collision. Sapp was booked into the Grant County Jail on charges of felony eluding, hit and run, and driving with a suspended license. It turns out Sapp was also wanted on an outstanding Department of Corrections warrant. Coming up next, dozens of people crammed into the Pybus Market Saturday to sample some of the Wenatchee Valley's best chili recipes. And for the 18th straight year, the Wenatchee Jazz Workshop kicked off today at Eastmont High School. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life Evening News.
My name's Robert Duff. Current and previous occupation is architect, engineer, and lawyer. Grew up here in Washington, born in Moses Lake. When I first came to CVCH, was looking for a place to get some dental work done. I was really impressed with the people at the counter. I mean, they were just on top of it. It only took her like 15 minutes to do the job. I didn't feel anything. The technology is so great, you don't even realize you're at the dentist. These people are so professional. I would have any one of these people in my home for dinner. These people are family.
With 15,000 square feet to explore, you'll find something special at the Antique Mall at Cashmere. For the do-it-yourselfers and those with a keen eye for making something old, fresh and new again, the Antique Mall at Cashmere is the place to come find your next project. From the coin enthusiasts to avid collectors, Antique Mall at Cashmere has treasures in every corner. Come find your treasure today. Antique Mall at Cashmere's friendly staff is here to help. Stop on by today.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Welcome back. In another news, dozens of people crammed into the Pybus Market Saturday to sample some of the Wenatchee Valley's best chili recipes. Steve Hare reports.
Go Radio hosts the annual chili cook-off with 9 contestants this year vying for the top prize. Cafe Columbia went home with the first place trophy.
I'm Dan Rodriguez from Cafe Columbia, and today we have a chili with Blue Star Espresso and Black Butte Porter beer. We make it right here at the cafe in Pybus Market.
You say there's coffee in this chili?
Yes, full strength espresso.
No kidding.
Yeah.
First time I've ever heard that used.
Yeah, so it's got a unique taste, we hope, and hopefully it's a winner.
Second place award went to Mike's Meats.
Mike's down at Mike's Meats and here in the Pybus Market. You know, you've asked me to tell a little bit about our chili. You know, we like to think of it as award-winning chili. We'll know more in about an hour, but you know, I refer to it as the secret sauce. So that's you know, we're pretty good at this, I think.
I think so too. The secret though, is it in the meat?
It's all in the meat.
So what kind of meat do you use?
Well, today I believe we have a little bit of the Painted Hills All Natural Tenderloin. We've got some of the Mike's Italian sausage in there today, and there might even be a little bit of Mike's famous ground brisket.
Fantastic. Is it going to give me gas?
I hope not.
Lamolo Cafe and Deli was awarded 3rd place.
I'm Zeb Postlethwaite from Lamolo Cafe and Deli, and we made an Atomic Pork Verde chili today.
Ooh, tell us about the atomic part of it.
It's rather spicy. It turned out a little spicier than we thought, but it's really super good. We smoked the pork shoulders for 8 hours, fire roasted all the green peppers and chilies. Probably got almost 12 hours of labor into this one soup.
The winners beat 6 other recipes prepared by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Center, South, Hot Rod Espresso, Sleeping Lady Resort, and Wenatchee Valley Brewery. Steve Hare, NCW Life News.
Well, we need to make it as long as we can. This is a short segment. The Wenatchee Jazz Workshop has been bringing great jazz to our schools and our valley since 2001. It pairs professional jazz musicians and instructors with jazz band students from 6 middle and high schools from Wenatchee and Eastmont for an entire week. Today through Thursday, each guest musician will work with students in his or her respective section, sitting among the students, teaching the language and techniques of jazz music. Area schools participating include Wenatchee and Eastmont High Schools, as well as Orchard, Foothills, and Pioneer Middle Schools, and Eastmont Junior High. The workshop culminates in Jazz Nights, which are 2 public concerts at the Numerica Performing Arts Center, Thursday with the pros and Friday with the students. The Wenatchee Jazz Workshop, a nonprofit organization now in its 18th year, is thought to be the only one of its kind in the United States. You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, your sports update, followed by today's featured story. That and much more still to come on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Eric Grandstrom, inviting you to join us for the Kashmir Valley Bank Royalty Selection Pageant live on the NCW Life channel Saturday, February 10th, beginning at 6:30. Also on our website at ncwlife.com and on our Facebook page. Coverage brought to you by Boswell's Home Furnishings. Inspiration and comfort for every room in your home. And Collins Fashions, real clothes for real women in downtown Wenatchee. It's the Kashmir Valley Bank Royalty Selection Pageant live on the NCW Life channel Saturday, February 10th at 6:30.
How about having majestic mountains, a beautiful shoreline, and 26 acres of lush walking trails be the backdrop of your special event? Lake Wenatchee YMCA Camp has cabins, meeting spaces, and a lodge with a kitchen that will accommodate large gatherings. Our staff at Lake Wenatchee YMCA Camp will work with you to ensure that your wedding, retreat, class reunion, or birthday is amazing. Reserve your day today.
I am Dan Koontz. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We got news, we got sports, we got weather, we got obscure holiday today in history and birthdays. Those actresses from the 70s that I had a huge crush on: Lindsay Wagner, Jane Russell, Meryl Streep, Barbara Bush. Wanted to wish her a happy birthday. It gave me an excuse to throw her picture up on my show. Exclusive distributors of Life Water, now available in the shatterproof plastic bottle.
Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, mornings at 7 o'clock on the NCW Life channel.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
And a happy Monday. Well, Super Bowl 52 won for the record book Sunday as the Eagles knocked off the Patriots 41-33. The two teams combined for an NFL postseason record 1,151 yards. Tom Brady in defeat passed for 505 yards. That's a record. New England took its first lead of the game when Brady hit Rob Gronkowski on a 4-yard touchdown pass with 9:21 left. Put the Pats up 33-32, but Super Bowl MVP Nick Foles up for the challenge, leading the Eagles on a 14-play, 75-yard game-winning touchdown drive, hitting Zach Ertz on an 11-yard scoring pass to cap the drive with 2:21 left. They would get a strip sack of Brady, get the ball back, kick a 46-yard field goal, and that was it. 41-33 the final. Eagles Super Bowl champions. Well, the Wenatchee Wild had a great weekend at the Town Toyota Center, knocking off Coquitlam Friday, Langley on Saturday, scoring 14 goals in the process. As we turn to the Les Schwab scoreboard, Captain A.J. Vanderbeek had a big game Friday in the opener. We pick it up in the third. Wenatchee up 4-1. Vanderbeek going for his third goal of the night. Our checker had the call on the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network.
Broken up, cleared, not out. Chipped out through center. Vanderbeek going on a breakaway. He's in. He shoots. He scores! A short-handed breakaway goal for the hat trick. Express cross-rink pass. Far side. Now down low at the side of the net. Backhander in front. And a score as Linnell picked up the puck, and Isley had no idea that it was back off to his left. Down low, Lucas Sveikovsky is there. He moves it around, it's turned over, spin around, shot, score! August von Ungern Sternberg. Now back the other way, here comes Stack, fresh out of the box. He's in, he shoots, and he scores! A shorthanded goal. Hustling after it, von Ungern Sternberg back across, shot, score! Sam Hessler.
So 7-3 the final. Then Langley came to town Saturday. The Wild unfriendly hosts again, winning it 7-2. Our checker provides the call for our highlights.
On the far wing, flicks it back up top to the point. Zach shot, tipped on the way, and rebound, score! Murphy Stratton swats it home. It's for Vanderbeek as he comes into the zone. Drop pass Zach. Backdoor shot, score! Sent down low for Modry. Up high for Vanderbeek. His shot. He scores! And it bounces across. Ponak with a shot. Loose in front. Backhander score. Morton dangles it over for Galambus. Threaded through. Backdoor shot. Score again. That's Sam Morton with a beautiful behind the back pass from Murphy Stratton. Back to Souter. He'll guide it across and a redirection. Loose in front. Hessler shoots and he scores! And Weatherby walks into the zone left side. He's got help. Threads it through in the back door. Score! That's a freebie. Over to Zach. Backdoor. Souter shoots and he scores! Another assist for Cooper Zach. Angus Cruikshank back across. Shot and a score. Connor Marshall, his second goal of the night. A shot by Kent at the horn goes wide. And this one is in the books.
So a great weekend for the Wild. Let's get quickly to the Les Schwab Prep scoreboard. First, boys basketball. It was Natchez Valley winning. Okanagan beat Cascade. That was on Friday. Saturday, Sunnyside, Entiat, Manson, all winners. On the girls' side of the ledger, on Friday, Chelan upset Natchez Valley. Okanagan over Cascade. Sunnyside, Entiat, and Liberty Bell also posting wins over the weekend. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom here on the NCW Live channel. This week's feature, we're getting to know our top 10 candidates for the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival Royalty Selection Pageant coming up this Saturday. Today, we introduce you to Bryn Sherrill, daughter of Jimmy and Paula Sherrill, very involved in extracurricular activities, including helping the community. Well, the top 10 candidates are all very busy ladies, including yourself. Student United Way, what is that?
All right, so Student United Way is one of the largest student-led organizations in the world. And it is based, it's kind of a wing under United Way. So it's the youth leadership program. And really what we do is we just try to go out into the community and volunteer our time in any way that we can. But mainly what we do and what we're known for is for putting our money back into local high schools. So we like to support students who either can't afford book fees or sport fees or anything like that. So we run something called Opportunity Apples, so we sell them, and all the money that we get from that goes back into our SOF, which is what then students can apply for, and then we can give them money to help them have a better high school experience, or really just high school life in general.
Being a part of the Apple Blossom Royal Court, what would that mean to you?
That would mean that I get to be an influence to tons of people in this valley, which I think would be such a unique opportunity. I mean, as a child, I always looked up to the royalty, and I always thought they were so cool, and they were definitely role models to me, so being able to be that person for someone else would be absolutely incredible.
Next up is Brooke Mott. She is the daughter of Ed and Sherry Mott. You say if you could trade places with someone, you would choose actress and reality TV star Sadie Robertson. Why
Yes.
Sadie Robertson?
I really look up to her. She has done a lot as far as putting herself out there. She could have very easily kind of hidden from everything when her family decided to start Duck Dynasty, but she instead wrote a book and has started multiple blogs and different things on trying to encourage girls in their journeys. So.
You said that you're stepping out and doing this and being part of this. Is
Yes.
that kind of, did she inspire you for that?
A little bit. It's one of those things that I would not have thought, oh, hey, I'm going to do this, but in the process, I've learned a lot. So.
Okay, so you win. You're the queen. Who do you think?
My family and friends who have supported me immensely through all of this, and the girls that I'm doing it with and the chaperones, they're all amazing. So.
The Kashmir Valley Bank Royalty Selection Pageant is Saturday at the Wenatchee High School Auditorium. You can watch it live right here on the NCW Life channel beginning at 6:30. Grant will be back next with a check of your forecast and a recap of our top stories. Stay right there, and thanks for watching the NCW Life channel.
Hi, I'm Cordell Schroeder, owner of East Wenatchee Mobile Storage.
If you're thinking about making a move anytime soon, check out the East Wenatchee Mini Storage brand new mobile storage service. They drop it off at your location, you pack it, and they pick it up and store it in their protected warehouse at East Wenatchee for as long as you need. When you're ready, they'll drop it off at your new home or office. East Wenatchee Mini Storage is excited to offer this brand new service to our region.
Call 509-884-8643 or find us on the web at ewministorage.com.
Bay Equity Home Loans in Wenatchee, serving all of North Central Washington. We make it our priority to learn all about your financial needs. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or want a reverse mortgage, our mortgage professionals are ready to guide you through the loan process. We have a wide variety of loan products to fit your family's needs. Call Bay Equity Home Loans of Wenatchee today for your pre-approval. 509-888-0466.
Welcome back, and time now for a recap of our top stories tonight. A new judge was sworn in this morning in Wenatchee. Robert McSeveny succeeds Chelan County Superior Court Judge T.W. Chip Small after being appointed by Governor Jay Inslee last month to the bench. NCW Life's Steve Hare has the story.
Today's swearing-in ceremony was well attended with Judge Leslie Allen presiding. Judge McSeveny then donned his robe with his wife Lori's assistance, and afterwards shared comments with the packed gallery.
To the public, I would say this, that I'm very committed to the rule of law. I will operate without fear or favor, and I'm sensitive, I believe, given my experience as a human being with the common sense and everything, I believe that I can step up and do justice the best I can. Keeping in mind that as a judge, you're only as good as your last decision. So I think these judges understand that. And I would say to the local bar, I know I don't know a lot of the local bar, but I believe that as they appear in front of me, I will listen to you, I will consider your cases, I will read briefing in advance, and I'll try to make the best decision that I can.
After a brief reception, Judge McSeveny went right to work presiding over the criminal court calendar. McSeveny started his career as a police officer in Bellevue, served as a municipal court judge in King County, and most recently as a federal immigration judge in San Diego, California. He's also served in Chelan County as a visiting judge. Judge McSeveny joins Kristen Ferreira as the two new additions to the Chelan County Superior Court. Steve Hare, NCW Life News.
If new Chelan County Superior Court Judge Robert McSeveny wants to retain his seat on the bench this fall, he'll have to beat a local attorney in an election to do so. Wenatchee attorney Travis Brandt announced last week that he will once again run for the Superior Court judgeship in November. The 46-year-old Wenatchee native and 1989 Wenatchee High School graduate narrowly lost the Chelan County Superior Court judicial seat back in 2012. Prior to Judge McSeveny's appointment to the bench by Governor Jay Inslee, Brandt was heavily favored to replace outgoing Judge T.W. Chip Small by the Chelan-Douglas Bar Association, who ranked him as highly qualified. Brandt earned his law degree from Gonzaga University and has been practicing law in Wenatchee since 1999. Judge Kristen Ferreira, appointed by Inslee to replace retired Judge Alicia Nakata, also filed last month to run for election in November. So far, no other candidate has filed to run against her in November. An orchard burn in the Wenatchee Heights area was fanned out of control by blustery winds late yesterday. Crews from Chelan and Douglas County responded to the brush fire shortly before 6 p.m. Officials say an orchardist was burning a pile of debris near a ravine off Jagla Road when gusty winds caused the fire to spread upslope toward a pile of railroad ties. The fire was reportedly put under control in about an hour. But leaving the scene of the fire was another story completely. That according to Rick Isaacson with Chelan County Fire District 1.
Earth was very soft because of rains and so forth recently, and after putting out the fire we were unable to extricate the vehicle from the muddy area. We had to go down and retrieve our 5-ton field tender and bring it up and hook a winch up to the fire truck to pull it back out of the mud that it sank into.
Isaacson says no structures were threatened and there were no injuries. Time now for your weather forecast for north central Washington. And before we get to the details of that, let's take another look outside our beautiful weather window today. And what a day it was after 59 on Saturday, 58 yesterday. We talked about, and we will some more. It was in the mid to upper 50s once again today with lots of sunshine out there. And keep in mind that our normal high temperature for this time of year is 38 degrees. So we were well above that today. The reason, the upper level ridge of high pressure continues to sit over the eastern Pacific, leaving us under a very mild northwest weather flow. And look at the size of that high pressure just off the California coast. We set record high temperatures on both Saturday and Sunday, as I mentioned, with 59 and 58 respectively. We will see just a slight breeze out of the west over the next 3 days, with our seasonably warm temperatures continuing into the lower and mid 50s. Locations in extreme eastern Washington could see some rain and snow showers throughout the week, especially in mountain locations. A cold front will then move through on Friday, cooling us down slightly with highs expected on Friday and through the weekend into the middle and upper 40s. Let's take a look at that forecast now, and I'll tell you, it sure doesn't look like the first part of February, that's for sure. Tonight, 36 degrees, mostly clear. We'll see lots of sunshine tomorrow as well, maybe even warmer than 51. We undershot our temperatures a little bit today. 52 for Wednesday. And look at all of that sunshine. Thursday through Sunday, we will cool off beginning on Friday, 54 Thursday, 49 Friday, and down to 45 as we end the weekend this weekend, but still with mostly sunny skies. Do want to remind you, if you have a video of the day you'd like to see right here on the NCW Life Evening News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCW Life channel. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with your host Dan Kuntz and News with Steve Hare. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
This has been NCW Life News on the NCW Life channel. For more news, log on to ncwlife.com, like us on Facebook, and follow NCW Life channel on Twitter.
The Arbiter of Stoke is a series that highlights a variety of outdoor adventure sports that are available in the Pacific Northwest. I dedicate my time to enjoying this natural playground. The decision is yours. How will you keep your stoke?